Thank you so much. This here is an amazing person. This is an amazing human being. This is a friend. I looked up to this dude. I remember him playing basketball, high school, Columbia High. And I looked up to him for the wrong reasons because he got the girls and he had the swag and he was the jock.
I was crazy for real.
Dang. But to see the transformation and like the man that you become is really powerful, and there ain't nothing that like God can't do, you know. So I'm super pumped to have you on. This is like episode 4 of the Third World Podcast. We got a lot going on right now. Yeah. We got riots and marches, peaceful protests. We got all sorts of things going on. Police brutality, dealing with a lot right now, man. Yeah. How are you processing all of this? Because I know you're a very positive person, and you think before you speak.
Right.
You're not emotionally driven by a lot of things, you know. And a lot of people look up to you. You have a really big platform. So how are you processing like everything right now?
I try to put everything through a filter. Like, I have to be able to justify my actions and my words with the Bible.
Okay.
If I say I believe this, then I have to go to the word to figure it out. And that don't mean I'm not angry. Don't mean I don't get emotional. Yeah. It's just that I want to make sure that my words are going to be uplifting, going to be encouraging, and not damaging to the situation.
Wow.
Right? So even with the racism and the police brutality, like coming from Columbia, Mississippi, I done felt some level of racism. I done experienced that before. Yeah. Right? But my dad told me early on, you got to make a decision. Are you going to choose to love? Yeah. Or you going to choose to hate?
Wow.
But hate is what's going to kill you. It ain't going to bother them. It's going to affect you. So that's the reason why, for me, my thoughts are calculated, my posts are calculated, because somebody's always watching, and I don't want to mess up my witness when it comes to my relationship with Christ. Somebody's going to be watching. How's he going to respond to this? Yeah. Like, I know somebody waiting for Kendale to say something crazy. Like, I knew he was fake. I knew he was real, right? And so while I have those same emotions, I can't let you see me in that light. Yeah. I'd rather go to my house and fight it out with myself than do something that may be damaging to somebody else. Yeah. And I really believe in the scripture when it says, woe to him who causes another man to stumble. My words, the way I respond, the way I act could be messing up somebody else's life that don't really know who God is. Yeah. So that's how I've been processing. I'm gonna tell you, having a small son is challenging though, because I gotta think about the conversation that I gotta have with him.
Come on.
Being a black man in America. Yeah. Right? Something that you didn't do, nothing that you did wrong. Yeah. But somebody will look at you and not like you because of the color of your skin. So wow. I hadn't had those conversations. He's only 5. This is a kid that's loving. Yeah. That's full of life. Man. You know, that's always up under his daddy. And it's disheartening that I gotta have a conversation and you know, as he get older about stuff like that. But you know, for me, man, I'm just still trying to lead my family. Yeah. You know, I'm hopeful for the future. Like I'm hopeful that this is gonna get better.
It's crazy hearing you talk, man, because like I know you, and connecting to Kendale, connecting that Kendale to this Kendale, the family man, the Bible, you know what I mean, the believer. Because man, I remember like you've always, like, you might not have been saved, but you always preached. Right. You always been a preacher.
Hey, so check this out. I would be at school at PRC. Yeah. And I would be coming into, you know, the calf and where everybody's playing cards. So guys would be like, man, y'all stop all that cursing. Here come Kendale. Yeah. And I'm out there crazy too.
You cussing with him.
But they like, hold up, here he come. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm just chilling. You know, I would be in the clubs and folks like put their bottles on. I'm like, I'm in the club with you. Like, why you hiding that from me? But
bro, that's funny.
And I didn't, and I ran from that.
Yeah.
Right? Because I didn't want to be awkward. I didn't want to be the only one. Man, he talk about God everywhere he goes. Yeah. You know, so I didn't want to be that guy in that light that's like, he's always got something positive to say about our negative. And so I just shied away from what was really in me. Yeah. Because I always try to help people. Yeah. Even if I, you know, out there gambling and chasing the girls, I'm trying to help somebody. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What got you to that? Like, where did the confidence come from?
So I had this thought before I came here tonight that and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna make it make sense. So there's this, people have these fake pages or they're scamming on social media and they're trying to get somebody a blue check. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but you pay X amount of dollars and you get this check and you look valuable, you look like you're important is what they try to sell you. So I had this thought, I said, and it come to my mind, and I believe God gave it to me. It was like, Kendale, people are trying to find value in stuff that is worthless.
Wow.
So now my confidence comes from knowing that if God loves me, I'm okay with me.
Come on.
Because I was insecure before.
Yeah.
You know, I look cool.
Yeah, but you
I look like I had the swag.
Oh, man.
But I was running from the real me.
Oh,
I was
man.
running from this guy. So the girls, the money, trying to be seen, trying to be in public, trying to let the people see me. That was the insecure Kendale. It just looked like I was happy.
Wow.
But I would go home and couldn't stand who I saw in the mirror. So now, are you really winning? Because now you publicly look like you're succeeding, but you're a private failure.
Wow.
So my confidence comes from knowing that God loves me, God created me, and if He created me, I have to be enough. I have to be good enough. So now I don't need a lot of friends. So there's some people that I had to let go, some folks that left automatically. And I was telling a young brother this last week, we was talking, I said, whenever you make a decision to choose God and your purpose, stuff is going to automatically fall off your life.
Come on.
Because the decisions are made already.
I like how you said it's going to fall off, because a lot of people think whenever you have to let go, because you said you had some friends that you had to let go, but I kind of experienced the same thing with stuff just falling off. And it's kind of like once you start the growth process, it just fall off.
And you don't, it's not much thinking to it. Right? You don't have to, I hope I can stop this. No, God said just come like you are. I got the rest. And so as your values change, the stuff that matters to you change, then that's what matters the most. And I always say, look, if you don't pay my bills,
oh man,
I'm talking about if my wife and kids are not calling you to determine whether we gonna eat, I don't really care about what you got to say.
Come on.
So I'm gonna follow what God say, right? And I'm good, and I'm okay with that. But Chad, I'm gonna tell you, I've seen my life get better. Like that's so why this is so powerful, because dude, you know the Kendale. Most of me they don't really know. You know, like folks be pretending and playing, but I know the real me too. That's why I can't never get the big head. I gotta stay humble, because God know me for real too. And that's why it'd be funny, because I'll be like, man, these folks really think Kendale ain't got no, y'all just don't know. Man, y'all don't know where I come from. So that's what's interesting about it, man. But that's where my confidence and my hope come from. And like knowing who God really is to me. And then, man, whenever I go home, my wife, my kids, they crazy about this dude.
That's powerful.
And at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me. So I don't need a blue check to make me feel valuable.
Come on.
I don't need 1 million followers to make me feel like I'm worth something. I don't have to mean nothing to nobody else in the world other than God. And I'm okay with that.
Dude, that you are like literally sitting here speaking what the Third World platform is. And it's just knowing like who you are in God.
That's it.
Knowing who you are like in the creator of the earth. You know what I mean? Because not everybody sees your value. And that's what the abstract mean, because abstract art, all of it is different.
You're right.
And I might look at it and say, man, I'll pay $1,000. But you ask the creator will say, oh, this worth it. You can't buy this. You ain't got enough money to buy this. This is too valuable for you. You know?
I love it.
So that's exactly what the Third World platform is, man. So for people to get to know who you are. So I know you personally, so I can brag on you a little. You an author? Arthur is Arthur is a TV character. I sound like my daddy. You're an author. You work offshore for Shell. You are a safety coordinator. See, I'm on you, bro. I'm on you. You're right. Safety coordinator. You're a father. You are a husband. Author of Wrecked but Not Total.
That's it.
Let's talk about it.
So the idea of the book came from one night. My wife and I are leaving Prentice, and you know about Prentice, back road and everything dirty. I mean, it's dark out there, and you ain't got no street lights in some areas. So
that's my ground.
So I'm on my way home, and a deer gets on the side of the road, on the side of the vehicle. So I slow all the way down because I'm like, man, this dumb deer is gonna make me hit it.
Yeah.
So I slow down and I'm thinking it's gonna pass. So as soon as I speed up, the deer runs in front of the car, and I could still drive the vehicle.
Yeah.
And it was like in that moment, God said, Kendale, that's what your life looks like.
Wow.
I'm telling you, no lie. It may sound crazy, but that's where the idea came from. In my wife's Nissan Altima, I hit this deer, but I could still drive it.
Dang.
And God said, Kendale, you may be wrecked, but you're not total.
Oh my God.
I can still use you.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I wrote the book. I wrote the book out of that moment. That's where the title came from.
Yeah.
Wrecked but not total. And many people need to know that.
Yeah.
Because they're allowing their past to dictate where they go in the future. They're thinking that God is giving up on them, or he don't see them as valuable because of their past mistake. That's how people see us. That's not how God sees us. It don't matter what you do. And I'm not encouraging people to go out and just do crazy stuff. But what I'm saying is that if he went to the cross over 2,000 years ago before I was ever born, then nothing I could do to change my value and worth to him, because that was already finished.
Yeah.
And that's what people have to know, because they get so caught up in, well, I can't be this or I can't do that. No, that's not real. God didn't change his mind about you because of your past.
Yeah.
And that's what wrecked but not total meant to me.
Man.
And that's why it's so personal to me, because, man, I struggled to get to this place of confidence, because I was always looking over my shoulder like, man, am I really good enough?
Dang.
Because I didn't really understand what the cross meant.
Yeah.
I just went off of what I heard somebody say it meant, but it had to mean something to me.
That's right.
In order for me to get to a place where I was comfortable enough to say, regardless if you know my past, regardless if you know where I come from, God loves me.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
My God. What was the writing process like?
So it wasn't as bad as I thought it would have been, because I had a coach.
Yeah.
And she would push us. She would force us to write.
Yeah.
And so she would have a deadline. Hey, I need chapter such and such written by Sunday.
Wow.
And so while it was a struggle to get these thoughts out and different things like that, I had somebody helping keep me on task, which helped the process be that much better. So
you basically, because I like this principle, I'm a principle driven dude, you know. I take principles basically from phrases. So you said you got a coach. So the principle of that is you went to someone that could do what you wanted to do, but they could do it better than you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And bring out what was in me that I didn't know I had in me.
Yeah.
For instance, so I may be a basketball player. Well, I use Michael Jordan, for example.
Yeah.
So Michael Jordan had already been great prior to Phil Jackson getting there.
Yeah.
He just needed Phil Jackson to help him bring out what was already in him. That's whenever he started winning championships. So you're going to need somebody else along this journey to help assist you in areas that you can't see, your blind spots.
Wow.
So I got men in my life, I got people in my life that help me be this guy, Kendale. It may look like I'm by myself because that's all you see. But like, no, my pastor, my friend, folks like you, like I am accountable to you whether I talk to you or not. Because I know you're watching. I know you see me, right?
Oh, that's powerful.
So I have people around me that are my blind spots that say, if I fall off and I go back out there like I was crazy back in the day, like, hey, what chance going? Folks that mean something to me. Not everybody, but people that know, okay, I need to hold him accountable for his actions, right? So it's important to have people in your life that can see what you can't see.
Come on.
Otherwise, you'll never see it.
Yeah. How'd you get those people? Because a lot of people think that. Just let me hear how you got them.
So the way I got them, and the reason why I think the end all and be all is in God is because I would have damaged the folks that I have in my life if I would have met them 10 years ago.
Oh man.
So as I started to change, God started to connect me with the right people.
Wow.
But it didn't happen until I started to move.
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh.
And so some people say, well, God, send me such and such. I need this kind. No, he wants to see your effort. He wants to see your commitment.
Yeah.
He wants to see that you really change. When you talk about principle, we always talk about what the blessings are. But there's a backstory to that. If you do such and such.
Yeah.
Right? So God is not crazy. He know why would I give you something that you're not going to take care of? He value his people.
Yeah.
So the people that I have in my life now are the people that God wanted me to have whenever I started to live for him for real.
Wow.
So that's when it changed. That's whenever the people started to come to me that I needed in my life that helped me be a better man.
Yeah.
Like, even from a financial perspective, you know, when, you know, you in the hood and cats think $1,000 in their pocket is a lot of money.
Yeah.
You think it's a lot of money too.
Yeah.
But then you hear your pastor tell you, man, you ain't got the money. You need to get this stuff just straight. You in the bind. Like, that stuff challenges you to get better. So that's why I believe when you walk with God, he lines up every other thing in your life.
That's so powerful. Man, it's funny you say that because of the way that I met the guys that I currently work with now over at Voxa. Just that whole story was just crazy. Getting ready to leave O'Reilly, God told me to sit down. I listened. I sat there. I watched a video of a Tesla. I sit there for a while. Byron actually asked me to stay extra, and I was pissed. I was livid, bro. So I'm getting ready to leave. God said, sit down. I sit there for about 10 more minutes, watch a video of a Tesla, get in my car, drive to Hattiesburg, a Tesla pull up beside me, and I got him to let the window down and talk to him. So it's powerful that you say that as soon as you go, like, because a lot of people think that God is just gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. I like what T.D. Jakes said in a book that he wrote, Soar, I think. It was God made the tree. He didn't make the bench.
Man, that's and I think I've heard a pastor say this before. He said if you preach it wrong, they gonna live it wrong. And man, I believe that's been our Achilles heel. That's been what's plaguing our society. People go to church and they shout. People go to church and they feel good. But man, faith is something you do. Faith is action.
Come on.
If I'm gonna believe God is faithful, then I have to move on what I believe. Otherwise, it's not really faith, right? It don't really make sense if you're not gonna do anything with your faith. That's just like your cabin. God didn't build this. He just made the tree.
That's so true.
And even further, he didn't plant the seed. A man planted the seed, but he just made the seed. So you have to do something with it in order for it to manifest into something that you want to see.
And once you move, then God will start.
Man, that's and so I struggle with people that don't understand that. Because so even if we didn't call it faith, you know, my dad would wake us up in the morning, we would have to work out, right? We would work out before school, have to be back home, shower, then catch the bus. And so we would it was faith then. We were being faithful, believing something. We're working for something we can't see. So that's why whenever we got in the game, stuff looked like it was easy.
Come on, bro.
Because we had already done the work at home that didn't nobody see. So every morning I have to do my devotion. Every morning I write in my journal, I read a scripture or I read a passage of scripture and I read a devotion that comes from that. I need that to live. This is faith for me. God, you're going to do something in my reading. You're going to help me grow as a man as I do what you said do. Study, show yourself approved. It all don't make sense either. A lot of this stuff don't make sense. It's just faith though. You look crazy doing it a lot of time. Until you see the fruit.
Oh man.
I know what I was created to be. Now, if my wife leaves, I'm going to stay faithful. Because I was faithful to God before I was faithful to you in the first place. So I never put my trust in the woman in the first place. My trust was in God. So whenever I go to work, my worries are not on whether my wife doing what she need to do. Kendale, make sure you in line. Because that's where your help comes from in the first place. See, we have a relationship with people before we have a relationship with God. And we wonder why we always fall flat on our face. Because I could call your phone, you may not answer. And I have an issue with you. But I should never be trying to depend on you to do anything for me in the first place. When God is my source.
I remember you talking about wreck but not total. And you needed a way to get the book out. And can you tell that story? Because you didn't, in my opinion, you didn't wait until God came and wrote the book for you. You know what I mean? So go through that whole process and hit on the spot where you told God you needed the book to be out.
So I'm in the barbershop
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, as I'm moving, writing the book, I'm questioning it the whole time. I'm questioning, like, God, do you really want me to do this? Because I got to check me to make sure it's not just Kendale wanting to write a book. Because I told my dad when I was 12 I want to write a book.
Wow.
But now I know why I needed to write the book, because when people respond to it, they're like, man, I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
I needed to read that. That helped me produce something or get over a stage in my life.
Yeah.
So I didn't know why I needed to write the book. So I'm questioning God the whole time, like, man, come on, God. I ain't trying to be no writer. I could do without this stuff. Kendale, you need to write the book. I'm talking about in the middle, like I got to the last chapter in the book. Yeah. And I'm starting, well, God, who gonna read it then?
Bro, what the heck? This is the same story.
Who gonna read the book?
This is the world, bro.
How are they gonna know who I am? How are they gonna know the book?
Yeah.
Because in order for me to write it, I have to have readers. Somebody gotta read it.
Yeah.
So I'm in the barbershop one day talking to a football player. Right?
Yeah.
So I wrote the book in November.
Yeah.
It didn't come out to May of 2016. I'm in the barbershop having a conversation. So May 2015, I finished the book.
Yeah.
Had to go through publishing, had to go editing, publishing, and everything like that. So I'm asking God, like, man, I wrote this book and it's finished, but who's gonna read the book?
Yeah.
I'm from Columbia, Mississippi. If you ask people where that's at in the map, they be looking like, I know where Hattiesburg at, but
Columbia, North Carolina.
You know, is that what you mean? Yeah. South Carolina? Like, I'm like, no, that Columbia, Mississippi.
Yeah.
I'm in the barbershop having a conversation with a football player.
Yeah. Who was it?
Jarrell Pope. About relationships, about marriage.
Yeah.
And a guy starts recording. Man, I'm about to send this to my wife. That's what he said. And I hear him, but I don't care, because I'm like, I ain't asked you to record nothing. So he recording and starts sending and sends it to his wife. I go home, I go to sleep because I got my son. I'm asleep, I'm chilling. He says, somebody called, say, hey man, you seen the video? I said, what video? He said, man, it got 100,000 views on the video.
Whoa, overnight?
In a matter of an hour.
Oh shoot, dude.
So Tyrese had grabbed the video that he shared on social media. I said, man, stop playing. I didn't even put a video on social media.
Oh shoot.
I didn't put that on social media. That didn't come from my page.
Yeah.
So whenever I go and look at the video, I'm like, man, what's happening? So people start calling. The book comes out in May. This happens in January.
Wow.
Kendale, don't worry about how it's gonna happen. Just move.
You telling me God?
Stop trying to figure out the how.
Oh man.
Stop trying to figure out the what.
Yeah.
Just move. Just trust me.
So, Brad, you telling me God is a marketer too?
Man, he got it all figured out. And check this out. No marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Just being Kendale.
Just being you.
Because I'm in the barbershop talking like I'm talking right now. My homeboys call me like, man, I don't know what they saw in that video. You talk like that all the time. Yeah. Because I was just being Kendale.
Yeah.
And God said, Kendale, you're enough.
Yeah.
If you just do what I told you to do, I'm going to make it make sense.
Wow.
But you got to move first.
Yeah.
So I can make it happen. And that's what happened. And now it's crazy. The video has over 20 million views on it.
Oh my God, dude.
On Facebook, if you go to Facebook, 21.8 million views is on that video. And I'm like, I never posted the video. I didn't put that on social media.
Bro, that's so powerful.
I'm telling you, I didn't put it on there. So I'm in November, December, like, God, what we gonna do about the book? The book is finished. Kendale, you still worried about how and why and what? Let me figure that out. Just do what I told you to do. And that's where it all happened.
Oh,
in the barbershop.
God,
and I had people teasing me, you bald. Why you? I mean, I used to get my, beard shave, Get
you bald, why you in the barbershop?
I saw some people on the comments say that. What are you doing in the barbershop anyway? But that's how it happened, man. Just crazy. And I'm not saying that God don't want us to plan.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that God don't think that we need to have some level of strategy.
Yeah, come on.
But what I also understand is that, man, you can't leave him out of the equation.
Come on. Dang.
You can do all of this stuff.
Yeah.
You can have all the right ideas and people, and it'll never work if he's not involved.
Wow.
So now I know everything I do has to be in line with what he wants.
Yeah.
Or otherwise it's just gonna be like sinking sand. It ain't gonna work.
Wow.
So that's how it happened for me. And I can't, that's not everybody's story, right?
Yeah.
Some people have big teams. Some people have a whole bunch of production. They got money galore. They can do all the resources. All I got is God, man.
Yeah, that's true. Where can people find your stuff?
So you can find my book on Amazon right now. My website is actually down, but I'm actually getting it revamped right now. But Amazon.com, Wreck But Not Total.
Nice.
It's on there. Follow me on social media.
Nice.
Kendale Lumpkins.
Kendale.
Lumpkins.
Nice.
Yeah, Kendale Lumpkins.
Oh my God, dude. In closing, anybody you want to give shout outs to or wife, tell her.
Yeah. So for my wife, and sometimes I don't know how valuable or how much she really means to me. I don't know if she know that.
Yeah.
So she gives me the opportunity to be able to do what I do.
Wow.
Right. So I'm gone whenever I'm gone. I'm going somewhere to speak.
Yeah.
I'm at work. She holds the house down. Like, that means everything to me.
Wow.
And so for my wife, man, just being a loving woman, understanding, supporting what God has given me.
Yeah.
That's the world to me, because I couldn't do this without that.
Yeah.
My kids, that make me better, make me want to be better every day. Like, push me, knowing that, Kendale, you have to walk a certain way because they're always watching. My baby girl, Kimberly, she's 1. She'll be 2 in August, bro. And everything I do, she do. God. My son, Makai, everything I do, he do. Want to be just like his daddy. And I would be a fool to mess his life up showing him the wrong stuff.
Wow. So
those people hold me accountable. My mom, my dad. I talked to my dad earlier, man, just to hear your dad say he's proud of you.
Yeah.
That means something to me.
Yeah.
My mom, she tell me she proud of me. My brothers, my sisters.
Wow.
Just all those people instrumental in being who I am. Pastor Kathy, Pastor Montgomery.
Wow.
Your family, your sister, all of this stuff helps Kendale be who he is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I got, Cunningham, Steve Cunningham. You got Keisha Cunningham, Marcellus Campbell. It's a circle of people, man. And if I went down a list, I know I'm going to miss some folks.
Yeah.
But they are why I am who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a product of them.
Yeah.
I'm not a lone ranger. Everything about me comes from the circle that I'm in.
Nice.
And they just help me be a better me, and that's what I need in my life. You know what I'm saying? I need that to be better.
Nice.
So that's what it's all about for me, man.
Man, I appreciate you for coming on.
Oh man, it's all good. Man.
Thank you so much, man.
Appreciate
I'm looking forward to
me,
having you. No doubt, man. I'm looking forward to having you again.
Hey, bro, just say when, and I'm coming. Like, I'll just come over here and chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, this setup is nice. I'll be in here chilling.
Yes, sir.
I'll have to tell the kid, man, don't you got to go home? Like,
bring the family.
You've been over here a while. You can't sleep up here now, but I will, though. I will.
That's right, man.
Yeah, so I appreciate it, man. And I'm going to tell you, man, like, I'm proud of you because I know it takes courage.
Yeah.
That's why whenever I see this created and I see you working, like, this don't happen. Like, people can come in here and they look at this and they think that, oh, wow, but I know what it takes to even want to do this.
Yeah.
To put yourself out there, to be heard, to be seen, to make a difference. This stuff don't come easy.
Yeah.
So I'm encouraged by what you're doing.
Come on.
And anytime, man, I'm here, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
I'm here, dog. For real.
Thanks, dude.
Yes, sir.
Dang. Dude, that was dope, man. Golly, that was powerful. Bro, I got something for you.
Okay.